Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a bakery. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you make it to the very end of the video, you'll get to see where we place the bakery in the city. This is the amount of space required to make the bakery. And here are all of the materials that we will need to build it. Begin by placing a cyan terracotta on the ground, and then dig 4 rows to the right of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place sea lanterns inside of that empty space, and then a cyan terracotta on the end of the sea lanterns. We then want to place 2 yellow terracotta on top of each cyan terracotta and then connect them together across the top, like so. We can then fill this window in using light blue glass pane, like this. Then we want to add 3 more rows of yellow terracotta on top of this flat row. 1, 2, 3. Next, we want to place open spruce fence gates in front of each of the top corners of the window. And along the top of this, white, yellow, white, and then yellow wool, like this. We then want to place string in front of the fence gates and in between each other, with corresponding carpet on top of the string. Next, we have to make the sign, so place down a loom, open it up, place a white banner in there with some black dye. The first letter we want to make is B, so we apply the pale Dexter pattern, and then the pale Sinister, Chief, Fess, and then Base. Next is A, so brand new banner with pale Dexter, pale Sinister, Chief, and then Fess. Next is K, so brand new banner, pale Dexter, bend, and bend Sinister. Next is E, so brand new banner, pale Dexter, Chief, Fess, and then Base. Next is R, so brand new banner, pale Dexter, Chief, and then bend. And lastly, Y, we place a brand new fresh banner in there with the bend pattern, replace the black dye with white dye, and then apply the per Fess inverted pattern, put the black dye back in there, and then apply the bend Sinister pattern. And now that we have all of our letters, we can start by placing B here, A, K, E, R, Y, along the front of the building. On the right side of our bakery, we want to dig out this block behind the cyan terracotta and place a spruce plank inside of it. Place a spruce door on top, and then right of this, 2 cyan terracotta. We then want to dig 3 blocks to the right, 1, 2, 3, and place sea lanterns in there. And then on the end of this, a cyan terracotta, which we then want to place 3 yellow terracotta on top of, 1, 2, 3, all the way over to the left like this. We then want to place yellow terracotta on top of the cyan terracottas to form 2 shapes, the left of which we want to fill in and add a bell in front of, and on the right here we want to add yellow terracotta underneath and then fill the remainder of the space in with light blue glass pane. And above this window we want a mixture of white, yellow, and then white wool, just like so. On the back of the build we want to extend our cyan terracotta across to the right, lining up with the front of the build, and then we want to add 3 rows of yellow terracotta on top, like so. And then on the right side of the build, we simply want to connect the cyan terracotta front to back, and then the yellow terracotta front to back as well. Next, we are going to dig out the entire inside of our bakery and replace the grass block with spruce planks. When it comes to the roof, we first of all want to add 2 rows of light blue stained glass extending from the front of the build towards the back, and then fill the rest of the roof in with yellow terracotta. Then, on the back corner of the roof here, we want to extend inwards diagonally and place a light grey shulker box and then one in front of it. We can then place stone buttons on top of this. It doesn't matter if they face the same way, and then place rails all the way around the edge of the shulker box. Next, some landscaping. First of all, place an entire row of poppies in front of the bakery. We then want to place a row of oak leaves extending from the front of the grid all the way to the back of the grid on the left side of the bakery. The oak leaves want to be 2 rows high. We also want to place a row of poppies directly behind the bakery as well. Next, we are going to dig out the remainder of the grid and replace what we destroy with smooth stone. Preferably not destroying too much else in the process. Last detail for the outside of the build, we want to add a 2x2 row of white concrete on the back right hand corner of the bakery, and then we want to add item frames to the right side of this sign with different things inside of the item frames. We can then label whatever we put in those item frames using oak signs. You can even add a little bit of yellow carpet to the top of the sign as well. With the entire outside of the bakery complete, we can now head inside and work on the interior. In the back right hand corner of the bakery, we are going to stack 3 blast furnaces on top of each other. We then want to place an iron door in front of the first furnace, and then cyan terracotta extending to the left with spruce buttons in front. We then want to place a brewing stand on top of the cyan terracottas with a flower pot to the right, a cake right of that, and then above all of this a bunch of item frames which we can then place various goodies inside of. We then want to leave a gap of 1 from this iron trapdoor here and place 1, 2, 3 cyan terracotta extending from the wall, which we then can place on top of the cyan terracotta, cake, and various item frames with various things inside of them. A nice little touch that I enjoy is to also place signs on top of the counter space as well, just to label some of the items. I'm going to add a trapdoor on the end here and then brown carpet in front of the counter space. And that's it! That is the tutorial complete. However, that is not the video complete. We must now take our bakery and add it into our city. This decision is incredibly easy. We are placing the bakery next to our butcher shop. The reason being is because we will be using these builds, the bakery, butcher shop, cafe, and some other builds that are coming up in the future to form the side of a street. So I think it's just best to keep them together. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you are looking for more things to add to your city, then please check down below for the mini city playlist. We have like 50 builds in there now. There are so many things for you to build. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.